I can understand frustrations with mandates, but mandates are the way to avoid further restrictions.
Yes, you heard that right. Mandates are the way to avoid further restrictions. Just like how McDonald's is the way to avoid further weight gain. Because that's how logic works here in this part of the world, in communist Canada. For another example of this logic, our superior leader Justin Trudeau has enabled the Emergency War Measures Act to temporarily disable your rights and freedoms, so he can protect your rights and freedoms.
We are taking these actions today to stand against authoritarianism.
Are you kidding me? Who the is this?
Do you understand how that works now? He takes away your freedoms so he can protect your freedoms. I think he puts them in a little box for safekeeping, actually. These emergency powers are desperately needed in Ottawa due to the Freedom Convoy. There are literal gangs of armed men jackbooting around the capital, terrorizing civilians as they patrol the streets like Nazi Gestapo brown shirts.
I can't even go down there for coffee.
No, go grab yourself in the red zone right now. If you don't leave right now, you will be arrested. Do you understand me?
I can't go for a coffee.
Grab your stuff. Just we see you. We'll be patrolling all day. We see you again, it'll be different.
Leave. I tell you. Take your camera and get out of here. Do you understand that? Walk away.
They were punching my face. They were kneeing me in the face. And simultaneously, that's when one of the riot officers took my nylon, it's like a rain jacket, so it's waterproof, hard to breathe through. And he took my hood and wrapped it around my mouth and my nose. And it was cutting off my breathing. I didn't know if I was gonna get another breath because the last thing I saw were fists and knees.
We even have leaked WhatsApp group conversations between these Gestapo cowards where they cheered on the abuse of Canadian citizens and specifically the horse trampling of an elderly Native woman. Oh wait, shoot, that was actually the Ottawa Police that Justin Trudeau sent in. Well, hold on. What about these gang members that were surrounding and terrorizing a local cafe that was serving coffee to Canadian citizens? Damn, that was the Ottawa Police too. Okay, how am I supposed to push this propaganda when there's all this video evidence against us? Aha, I found one. Look at this terrorist lady right here.
I reached into my personal pocket and I pulled out $250 of my personal money and I gave a donation to fill a gas tank of someone so they didn't have to sleep in -30 in the cold that night. And I think that decision speaks to my humanity and not to political beliefs. But attacking our children, attacking our team, that's unconscionable. And I think never in my 56 years have I ever experienced a country so divided, so full of hatred towards friends and neighbors.
She donated her own personal money to the Freedom Convoy, and we all know donating your personal money to a peaceful protest is against the law here in Canada. And I'm gonna pull up that law that says it's illegal. Oh yeah, that's right. Now it is illegal because we passed the Emergency War Measures Act. And when you give yourself emergency powers as a dictator, you can do whatever you want. Quick history fact. Hitler enabled his own emergency law to begin his rise to power. With these emergency powers, the government has granted itself the ability to freeze your bank account if you supported or participated in a peaceful protest. If that isn't freedom, then I don't know what is. I actually don't know what anything is, really. I just get paid to spread propaganda. Wait a minute, I'm a little confused. I thought this whole thing started about a virus and keeping everyone healthy. How did we get here? Oh yeah, that's right. After we forced all those experimental shots onto you and locked you down for 2 years to flatten the curve, and that didn't work. So now our next mission is 2 weeks to flatten the life out of you. And so far we are seeing great progress. This just in, Justin Trudeau actually revoked the emergency powers. Oh, but what's this? They're going to make some of these new emergency powers permanent forever, like the ability to freeze your bank account if you have a different opinion.
Now, some of those tools, we will be putting forward measures to put those tools permanently in place. The authorities of FinTrack, I believe, do need to be expanded to cover crowdsourcing platforms and payment platform and their payment providers.
Also, the government will now track and watch all your personal finances.
The sharing of information between law enforcement and financial services, and the requirement of financial services to be reviewing their accounts proactively, and the immunity from prosecution that we have provided to them in doing this.
And on top of that, any of the trucks that participated in the peaceful protests will no longer be able to have insurance. All this without due process, judge, jury, or trial. Hitler must be so proud. So we're just not a democracy anymore? Speaking of Hitler, check out this liberal.
How much vitriol do we have to see of honk honk, which is an acronym for Hail Hitler?
Nazi! Nazi! Nazi!
Freeze the bank account of everyone who protests against me. Good luck paying your rent or buying food.
Bruh.
My fellow Canadians, be brave and careful as the Trudeau regime is desperately trying to hold on to their power and credibility while being ridiculed and called out by literally every other nation on this planet. As we've seen in history, it can be very dangerous when a dictator declares his own citizens the enemy of the state. Take this time to find like-minded individuals like yourself and create your own supportive communities. This is a time where we need love and unity here in Canada, while the dictator that rules over us is trying to divide us with hate and fear. Thank you for watching another episode, and remember to always think free. See ya.